Okay guys, welcome back to this channel, and in this particular video I will be solving a worked example, just physics question, some of the simple questions. So a small mass is suspended from a thread so as to form a simple pendulum. The period t of the oscillation depends on the mass m, the length l of the thread, and the acceleration g of the free fall at the place concerned is given as t, capital T equals to k m raised to power x, l raised to power y, g raised to power z, where x, y, z are unknown, and k is equals to 2 pi. So what we want to do is to find the value of x, y, and z, hence derive an expression relating to t, m, l, and g. Okay, so if you know how to solve it, you can pause the video and give it a try. So at the end of the video, we'll see if we got the same thing. Also, if you are new to this channel, make sure you click on the subscription button so that we can get to you know learn from one another, and also get encouraged by knowing that we have people watching what we are doing. Okay, so let's quickly dive into the question. Let me just bring out what I basically need from this whole question. So as long as this question is, I only need this particular statement, so I'll just bring that out, and the rest of them would go. So yeah, so this is what I need to work with. Okay, so can we just represent this one after the other? So we said capital T, which is the period, is equals to k, which is 2 pi. So I'm not going to write it yet. Now, what is my m in this question? My m is a mass, right? A mass m. So the dimensional analysis for mass is still capital M. So capital M to the power of x. Now the length of the thread is represented by a capital L. So capital L to the power of y. Now the next one is g. What is g? G is actually the free fall, that is acceleration. So what is the dimensional analysis for acceleration? Is L seconds t per second square. Do you get that? To the power of what? Z. So if I should open it up, I would have something like k is equals to capital M is to the power of x, y to the power of y, l to the power of y, then l to the power of z. If I should open the brackets, then t to the power of minus 2z. So we have L in two places, so that can actually make it capital T to the power equals to k mx, then L equals to y plus z, then t minus 2z. You see that? Very easy. So now I need to compare it. There's no m or L in our left hand side, so let me put them. So m to the power of 0 is still 1, so doesn't affect anything. 0. So then I will have our t is equals to k mx ly plus z t to the power of minus 2z. Is that okay? So let's clear this one so that we can have, well, we just want to find x, y, z anyways. Okay, so by comparison, t is raised to power 1 in the left hand side and raised to power minus 2z in the right hand side. So I will just say 1. So we want to compute for t now, so I'll say t for t we have 1 is equals to minus 2z, which implies that z will be equal to minus 1 over 2. Okay, so that's z is settled. So I want to talk about the remaining letters which we are interested in. Okay, so we want to talk about L now. L is 0 here, so let's talk about L. So it is 0 equal to y plus z, right? And we already know that z is minus 1 over 2. So 0 is equals to y minus 1 over 2, which implies that what? Y is equals to 1 over 2. Good. So the last one is, what was the last one? M. Okay, good. M. So M is also equals to 0. And here it is raised to the power of x. So it means that x is equals to 0. So therefore, x is equals to 0, y is equals to 1 over 2, z is equals to minus 1 over 2. Now that we have been able to get x, y, z, then we want to derive an expression relating t, m, l, and g, just like b of the question. So let's take this out. So how do we do that? We know initially that t is equals to what? K mx ly then gz. Okay, so we've been able to get that k from the question is 2 pi. That one is not something hard. Then x is what? 0. Then y, l used to power y is 1 over 2. Then g used to power z is minus 1 over 2. Okay, so now can I move forward to say capital T is equal to 2 pi. Since m is raised to power 0, that will be times 1. Okay, so and here I can apply the law of indices because L is raised to power half and G is also raised to power half. I can bring both of them together and I can write it in this form: LG raised to power minus 1, then they are both to the power of 1 over 2, right? So since they both raised to power over 2, 1 over 2, then I can say that, remember, if you remember that a raised to power minus 1 is 1 over a, right? Remember that. And remember that a raised to power 1 over 2 is root of a. So I'll apply that by saying capital T is equals to 2 pi, then times 1, that's still 1. So that becomes root and L over G since that one comes down. And that will be our expression for T that connects T, L, and G together. So that's how to get it. Yeah, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so so that we can get to see our videos subsequently. And until then, we'll see you in the next video.